Pollution is the addition of substances to the environment that damage it, making it undesirable or unfit for life. Both untreated sewage and fertilizers contain phosphates and nitrates, which are nutrients for algae and can lead to eutrophication when washed into a river or lake. Eutrophication occurs when algae bloom, due to excessive nutrients as they encourage algal growth. Floating algae block sunlight, preventing it from reaching submerged plants. With decreased or no sunlight, these plants die, so carbon dioxide will not be absorbed and oxygen will not be released for the aquatic animals. Bacteria then feed on the dead plants and multiply rapidly. Since they are aerobic bacteria, their increased numbers lead to rapid oxygen consumption in the water. As a result, fish in the area die due to a lack of oxygen. The problem of untreated sewage also poses a threat to moving bodies of water, such as rivers. The question involves analysing a graph of changing oxygen and nitrate levels downstream to identify where sewage was deposited. The key is to focus on the oxygen levels. There will be an immediate drop due to reduced photosynthesis and a bacterial outbreak. This indicates the sewage discharge point. Nitrate levels are often low at the entry point because they are absorbed by algae. However, as decomposing plants and sewage continue downstream, nitrate levels increase. In summary, after sewage is released into the water, nutrient levels increase, leading to an overgrowth of algae. This is eutrophication. The algae block sunlight, preventing aquatic plants from photosynthesizing and reducing oxygen levels. The vegan-friendly buffet causes rapid bacterial growth, further depleting oxygen. Other organisms die as a result of low oxygen levels. Inorganic waste and insecticides can accumulate in a consumer's body, leading to death due to high doses or concentrations. When pollutants enter water or soil, organisms at lower trophic levels absorb them through a complicated process called diffusion. If an organism cannot break down or excrete these molecules, the chemicals are stored in its tissues and accumulate inside its body. This process is called bioaccumulation. When another organism consumes the contaminated prey, it inherits the stored chemicals. If it also cannot break down these molecules, they accumulate further. As the chemical moves up the food chain, its concentration increases in organisms at each trophic level. This is bioamplification. At the next trophic level, the concentration amplifies again, as one large predator will eat many smaller fish. To avoid confusion, when chemicals remain and build up in one organism, we call it bioaccumulation. When these chemicals move up the food chain and increase in concentration, it is bioamplification. Top consumers will be exposed to the highest dose of the toxic molecules due to bioamplification. In summary, when toxic molecules are discharged into the environment, small organisms or plants absorb them, leading to bioaccumulation. Organisms in the next trophic level consume multiple contaminated smaller organisms, leading to an increased concentration of the toxin. This is bioamplification. Top consumers may experience toxic effects due to high concentrations. In reality, everything is poisonous. It just depends on the dose. Plastic waste is no exception. If you eat too much of it, it will kill you. Many marine organisms die from ingesting plastic waste, which can block their stomachs, intestines, and nostrils. This leads to discomfort or death, as digestion and nutrient absorption are affected. Plastic waste can also break down into tiny pieces known as microplastics, which can be biomagnified along the food chain.